name's Natalie and this is my presentation on the digital issues/design flaws in the PIH building. Introduction. In the PIH building, there are many significant digital design flaws that could possibly impact a student's ability to learn, work, and interact with the environment around them. Due to design flaws in the PIH, this can create discomfort, frustration, and a sense of disconnection between students and the university. Introduction to problems. This study aims to focus around 3 problem statements and topics that relate to the designs in the PIH and the digital designs. These topics include lack of digital wayfinding, overcomplicated booking systems, and lack of digital temperature control in rooms. Problem statement 1. In the PIH, there is a lack of digital wayfinding, which can create confusion, delays, and frustration for students, staff, and visitors. Without signs, interactive maps, or navigation tools, students may struggle to find rooms in the building. This then results in wasted time, which can cause students stress, make them late to classes, and cause a lack of connection between students and the university. Problem statement 2. Overcomplicated room booking system. In the PIH, the process to book study rooms is unnecessarily overcomplicated, which does not allow students to easily access study rooms. After students have booked a room, instead of using a student ID to access the room, students must call security to gain entry, which wastes time. This therefore discourages spontaneous use of the study spaces in the PIH and causes students to become impatient. Problem statement 3. Lack of digital temperature control in studio rooms. In the PIH, there is a lack of access for students to adjust temperatures in studio rooms, which can often lead to an uncomfortable and inconsistent learning environment for users. Due to the lack of temperature adjustment, this may lead to rooms being too cold or too hot, which can cause a lack of concentration and productivity. Approach. To gather additional information in relation to these digital issues in the PIH, I completed multiple Miro maps, created a survey, completed an interview, and had group discussions. The feedback from the survey and interview can provide information in relation to improving and solving these issues. Methods. By completing various versions of Miro maps, it allowed me to gather valuable research and understanding between the 3 chosen issues in the PIH. It allows for clear organization, which additionally displays user experiences and emotions with the issues with the systems, patterns, causes, and opportunities to improve the problems. In conclusion, the chosen focus for the rest of the study was the lack of temperature control. Methods. By completing various versions of Miro maps, it allowed me to gather valuable research and understanding between the 3 chosen issues in the PIH. It allows for clear organization, which additionally displays user experiences and emotions with the issues with the systems, patterns, causes, and opportunities to improve the problems. In conclusion, the chosen focus for the rest of the study was the lack of temperature control. Results. The first question in the survey allows me to gain a general understanding as to how many students experience discomfort in the PIH room due to temperatures. The second question allows me to understand how often these students feel the temperatures, and the third question shows that 100% of students have no understanding or knowledge on how to change the temperature if they are uncomfortable. This next question allows me to understand what lengths and methods that students use to gain information on temperature adjustment, or how to complain about the temperatures. The next question provides further information on the previous question and how successful these methods have been. Question 6 states that 50% of surveyed students believe that they should have full control over temperature, and 50% believe that they should have some control. This just represents that students at least want some decision and engagement with the temperature of their learning environment. This next question is a follow-up for the previous question, which allows me to understand the importance of control over temperature and its significance to contributing to a positive learning experience. Question 8 allows me to clarify if students would prefer direct control over the temperature through a more traditional system. Question 9 highlights the impact that poor temperature can have on students. Data shows that 90% believe that temperature control impacts concentration as well as comfort. Question 10 goes into more depth relating to the communication between the university and students. 100% of surveyed students believe that more information should be provided in relation to how temperature is controlled in the building. The last question of the survey allows me to form potential solutions that could be successful in ensuring that temperature control is more inclusive and that communication between university and students is improved. To gather more information in relation to the HVAC system in the PIH building, I created a survey to provide a more personal and reliable source of perspective. Through the responses, it is understood that the student has experienced uncomfortable temperatures and in doing so has had failed attempts at trying to solve the issue. This interview provides evidence in relation to the lack of human-centered design and the user autonomy. Additionally, a group discussion on a Zoom call also occurred to discuss our projects and different case studies. This is effective in exchanging feedback, generate solutions, and gain a deeper understanding of each person's work. Practical applications. The information gathered in this study can be used to create a more inclusive HVAC system, which includes giving users access to control digitally, for example, through Apple website, install digital panels for feedback, and implement more traditional methods of temperature control, for example, control remotes in each room. Theoretical applications. Based on this study, a theoretical application to solve this issue could be to apply more human-centered design and feedback loop theory to the system. This HVAC system can be integrated with an addition of allowing users to engage with it. This includes allowing students to provide frequent feedback in relation to the system and allow them to have interaction with the temperature adjustment. Recommendations. Recommendations that follow this study include allowing students to easily access temperature control either digitally. Another recommendation is incorporate more feedback softwares and platforms, prioritize thermal comfort in learning design, and allow users to frequently provide feedback. Further research. To further improve the investigation of the HVAC system, further prototyping and live testing could be completed to determine the success of integrated solutions in learning environments. Additionally, the study could go into more further detail in relation to the academic effects, as well as comparing different studies and methods between other universities and campuses.